What's good, everybody's RiderG tapping in. You see the thumbnail, man. We're gonna take a look inside the walls. Everyone always talks about what's going on in prison and prison this, prison that. Well, we're gonna hear from the individuals themselves serving time, serving life without parole. People that have been down for years. We're gonna hear their take out of their mouth. You know, So we're gonna give our opinion on how we feel about the situation, man. So we're gonna get it. It's program time. Active yard. Calipatra. Ooh. Calipat. Ooh, real active, bro. Real active.
My name is Brett May, 41 years old. We're at Calipatria State Prison. I'm an LWAP, life without the possibility of parole, and I've been incarcerated for 21 years.
My name is Robert Ibarra. I've been here in Calipat since 2012. I'm an LWAP inmate. As of right now, the present, but future, I'll be free someday soon.
My name is Tremaine Wood. I'm also sentenced to LWAP, which is like without the possibility of parole. I'm from Los Angeles, California, South Central. Yeah.
When you get a sentence of life without the possibility of parole, see how I just exhaled right now?
Yes, sir.
It's an invisible weight on your shoulders. You're walking around in cement shoes.
And it's crazy because there's people that will get 30 years, 25 to life. They'll get an opportunity to parole for, let's say, a homicide or a murder. And this individual, same crime, just different court, different results, life without. So they're starting to change the laws, allowing people to get out, which I feel people deserve it. As long as your crime wasn't too heinous, 30, 40 years in prison is enough to rehabilitate someone. That's enough for someone to change, bro. So, yeah.
Living in existence in a box with guys that are coming in and going out with their dates, and you don't have one.
When I first came,
Well, I never served life, but I was facing life in the county. And I had that same like feeling kind of where you see people coming in and out. There was homies that went in there 3 times, in the 7 months I was in the county, fighting my case. And you'll see them come in and out. They'll be in there for a month. They'll come back 2 months later. You know what I mean? Do a couple of weeks, come back a month later, do a month or two. Like that, and then you get people like, oh, I'm going home in 30 days. I'm going home in 2 months. I'm going home next week. I only got 10-day flash. And you over here fighting life, bro. Imagine how it feels actually having life. Damn, that's crazy.
came in, this was 20 years ago. It was more of, for me, like, what do I have to look for? Like for us, we were the last of the Mohicans. We got everything last: jobs, programs. So it's like, what am I even like? Why should I even care?
We have an older brother within our community. The brother, he's like in his 60s.
And I'm pretty sure this is a SNY yard, 50-50 yard, whatever. But these are grown ass men, bro, that want to change their life. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm pretty sure none of these individuals got bad charges. They probably just got a bunch of, homicides and shit. And they just didn't fare well on the main line. It happens, bro.
He's got a lot of physical ailments, and he's already accepted the fact that he's going to die in prison. He said something to the fact of them putting his ashes in a cup and setting it up on a shelf in R&R, and it sits there for 2 years, and then it's discarded because he has nobody out there to snatch that.
If you look in their eyes, bro, it's pure pain. I see pure pain, dog. That's all I see. As a formerly incarcerated, a person who fought life, I see pain in their eyes.
It's like it rocks you to the core. Like,
Comrade Kamala Harris doesn't have much to offer. She has no policies.
You get a chance to glimpse your future, and you cling to whatever type of creature comfort that you might be able to get a hold of just to make this place more tolerable. And then you wonder why people seek chemical escape. Individuals get lost in the drugs and everything because they're looking for some type of way to wrap their mind around the fact that this is it.
Yeah, I've seen people like when I was in the county. There was an individual from Whittier. He used to slam, needles, heroin and stuff. He was facing 20 years, bro. That was his excuse. Like he was so depressed, just out of it, bro. He would just be slamming. He'll be missing too, blood everywhere, be nasty. But he's like he didn't care, bro. That was his escape. In his head, he's going away for 20 years. Imagine doing live, bro. Like getting a letter or a simple phone call, or it goes a long way, bro.
Waking up every day with no expectation of ever going home.
I was drinking a lot. I was drinking. The drinking was what was helping me continue. Like, I was just drinking till probably more than likely I'd pass out. It wasn't about nobody else. I didn't care about what nobody else thought. I needed something to make me feel better, and that's where the violence came in at.
Well, you know what I could tell you from my aspect, right? The days were gloomy. It was mostly cell time, and when you're in your cell and the little bit of yard that you have, you don't have no kind of outlet to any kind of positive programming. So if you're not in your cell trying to do something constructive or positive, then you're gonna gravitate to destructive habits. Even just in the cell and your thinking and the way you carry yourself. What was the
You gotta keep yourself busy, bro. Stay positive, read books, work out. You know what I mean? Don't isolate yourself. Communicate with people. Be respectful. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't just isolate yourself, bro. It'll create a monster. He's right. You'll start thinking yourself. You start mentally messing yourself up, bro. Making yourself angry, creating this monster.
the nickname of this person back in the day?
The nickname?
Yeah.
Well, I would think it'd be all kind of nicknames. I used to refer to it as the Bermuda Triangle. I know it's still, got the reputation for the violence and all. Yeah, Killer Pat and all the negativity and destruction, and the tension in the air. It was always palpable. I mean, you didn't go to yard expecting to enjoy your full yard.
Because anything can
Yeah,
happen
something's gonna happen.
at any moment.
It's always
What does that do to you mentally?
it gets you to expect the unexpected. If you've accepted the fact that you're gonna die in prison, then you've already accepted your worst fear. So now what's next?
Bro, that shit that hits home because it's true. Once you accept the worst fate, everything else is just you're just going through the motions, dog. It's nothing because you accepted the worst, and you come to grips with it, and you're cool with it, and and you understand. So you look at everything else like it's easy ride because you already dealt with the worst.
I ain't really got nothing like so. Taking hope away from an individual, and I don't want to. Maybe I phrased that wrong because nobody took it. I forfeited.
That's right.
My inalienable right of life and liberty like that.
It's true when people say they took my freedom. Nah, bro, we did it to ourselves when we committed them crimes. You know, but a lot of people do that. They'll commit crimes and they'll go in there and oh, woe was me. You know what I mean? Go light on me. They want to smack on the wrist. Sometimes it don't work that way, bro.
That was my choices did that, but having hope removed from me, stripped from my life, it can create a dangerous individual.
With no hope, it didn't matter. And here already coming to where we're already labeled as like animals.
Bro, that's crazy. No hope creates animals. That's a trip. That's a trip, bro. Somebody with no hope will be angry, will be snapping all the time, be violent. That's why the Bible gives you hope. That's why people turn to religion because it gives you hope. You free your mind spiritually, mentally, physically, and I feel like that's what it's about. Hope,
You
belief.
know, Forgotten about. So it made everything a battlefield. Nobody cares about us. Only one person that can care about you is you. But at the same time, you have to look at it and think about it. Like, do I really care about
really
myself?
care? Yeah.
Doing the stupid shit that we were doing. I believe that a lot of people are scared of change because they don't know what's going to happen.
Right. You give up something you don't know what to do with it.
It's true, bro. Like a lot of people don't want to walk away from gangs because they're scared, bro. But maybe that might be the best thing. You might end up getting a good job or finding a nice, creating a nice family. And you never know, bro. Or the opposite. Change is scary, bro, but it's necessary if you want to evolve and get better.
And that's what it is. We were scared to change. You get to the point where it's like, man, I'm 40 years old. Shit, I've been down this amount of time. I've been doing this. I got kids. I got wife. I got grandkids. It ain't about you no more. It's not. It's like you need to start focusing on making it better to make sure that these people out here know that you love them back.
For sure.
Someone could probably forgive you for something that you did to them, but sometimes if you're not understanding, it's hard for you to even forgive yourself. You know, um, it's not that easy when you don't understand a way or even how. It took me a long time to grasp certain things and understand certain things, and I know that these groups that I've been involved with has given me a stepping stone, because a lot of the groups are spiritual. God is intertwined in all those groups. I mean, there's no way that anything good, loving, caring, kind, forgiving is not from Him. Everything that's good is from Him. So He's all in and out of the curriculums. And I think there's a reason for that.
I think that most of us,
Man, it's crazy because they spend years and years and years just thinking about the crime they did, thinking about the victim, thinking about their families, thinking about the pain. And I wonder, it takes a strong man, bro, to deal with that and hold firm. Not snap every day. It's just, man, it's crazy, bro. Just living your whole life just with that in your conscience. Thinking about, just remembering maybe the screams of your victim, the image, the violence. It can haunt you, bro.
have suffered some form of traumas in our past that make us suffer from low self-esteem. Where we don't fully understand our value, and we're living our life in such a way because we're seeking approval, and acceptance. And for me, especially when there were very very few examples on the yard of that change, to step out and be one of those individuals first. At some point, somebody has to step out there and start,
That's what real courage
showing,
is.
yeah,
Well, now they got a lot of 50-50 yards. They put the R for rehabilitation, CDCR. So they're trying to rehabilitate. They got more programs. They got prison land. They got fire camp. They got a lot of level ones, lower levels. Gate passes, farms. So it's starting to become more of a rehabilitation type thing. And if you want to be violent, then they'll put you in certain facilities, bro, where it's violent. But for the most part, most of the facilities they're trying to transition into peaceful facilities, rehabilitation.
prison teaches you to treat relationships like they're transactional. Well, look, I ain't messing with dude. If I can't benefit from what I want, everything transactional. What do you got to give me? We got to get out of that way of thinking where everything has to be beneficial to you in a moment, or you're looking for some type of instant gratification in order for you to even deal with this person or do what it is that you're going to do. So when it comes to doing the work, it can be real discouraging real quick, and you can fall right back into that same frame of thinking, or you can fall into a rut and come close to becoming depressed and just wallowing in misery because you're not seeing the direct fruits of the of those labors, or you just kind of like sit back and reflect and be like, you know what, like, why should I even care?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But that's a inside look on the mindset of individuals serving life, bro, without parole. They seem to be calm. They're in pain. When the lights go off every night. People hold strong during the day, but when the lights go off, it's a different ball game. You know what I mean? You got to think about all that. Everything starts to weigh on you. The PTSD, the trauma. Like I said, bro, you start to remember everything, bro, and it messes with you. For a lot of people, some people, it doesn't affect them. You know what I mean? But these individuals, they seem like they got a heart and they want to change, right? But it just gives you a little perspective, bro. Like, think twice before you commit a crime, bro, because you gonna end up in this type of situation if you don't think. You know what I mean? If you react off anger and not with your with smarts, common sense, you end up in a situation like that, bro. Regretting it, hoping for a day out, hoping for a day where you could be freed once again, and that sucks, bro. It's you know, you commit a crime, you're gonna do the time, but there's individuals that do rehabilitate and deserve a second chance, man. So I just want to bring that to everyone's attention. It's a little food for thought, a little insight, on the yard and Calipat, and give you a little visual, on what's going on, man. And let me know what you guys think. Should I continue to do videos like this? Remember, think twice, man. For you commit a crime, man. Stay free. It's program time.